I was like, damn, that's how they living. If comedy sells funny, hip-hop sells street urban culture. The reason the West Coast shit was the biggest shit in the world is because they was all relatable shit. There was nothing too far. The reason the 80s could never do what the 90s did is because the 90s they started representing the ghetto. Dr. Dre and Snoop, everybody wondered why their success was so good, right? Barring how great Dre was with the music. When you first saw them niggas, everything they wore, you could be them. Everything they wore, you could be them. Everything they wore, people could be them. That's why Dr. Dre and Snoop hit so hard. When the 80s New York niggas was wearing Gucci fits and custom Gucci fits and big chains and shit, man, two niggas came out of the West, one nigga from Long Beach and Compton wearing a combined effort of $110 worth of clothes with a car that probably cost $7,000. Not no Beamer that was $30,000, $40,000 back in the 80s. Not no Benz like no $100,000 car back in the 80s. Them niggas had a car that they pushed out they fucking grandfather yard, fixed it up, and all of that shit changed the whole world. That's why it worked. It wasn't about they was talking gangster and blah, blah, blah. That's all semantics. When you saw them niggas, they looked like they made being poor look cool. And if everything else, poor people want to look cool, so they bought it, and rich people can't believe that they just proud of what they got. Feel me? That's it. When Dre went next level and he did the motherfucking been there, done that, that shit didn't happen. You know why? Because it was too much. Niggas doing a tango and helicopters, man, we could see that on the Cosby shows. That's why that album didn't really do what he wanted to do. You know what I mean? When he came back to the ghetto and he was in a lowrider, he got all that money. And guess what? Still DRE, he in a lowrider at the fucking beach. Don't nobody want to see nothing else, man. We didn't ask to see no mansions. We don't, nigga, hip-hop ain't the lifestyles of the rich and famous. We are happy when our favorite artists are poor and they get money. But we definitely don't want you to keep selling us no fucking money. And that's what I think happened to Meek Mill. We definitely don't want you to keep selling us how rich you are. That does shit for us. That does shit for the streets or people in general. You won, my nigga. Now keep putting on for us. We happy. Ball how we ball. Stop balling how everybody else ball. Ball how we ball. That's what we want. Think about it. Hip-hop in the 80s, man, that shit was Benzes, Beamers, Gucci custom fits, and big gold chains, and all kind of crazy shit. That shit was cool. Guess what killed it? When them poor-ass niggas from Compton and Long Beach came in wearing a combined of $90 worth of clothes from hat to the shoe together. With these old-ass cars with these wire wheels on them, put that together and repainted and looking nice. And that shit fucked the world up, and the world ain't never been able to recover. And now everybody's so fucking confused. They confused now. They don't know what to do now. They don't know what to do. And that's because hip-hop forgot what it was selling. It sells street urban culture. That's what it sells. It don't sell Gucci. We don't own Gucci. We don't sell Gucci. We don't own Gucci. Nor do niggas give a fuck. That's why it worked, bro. That's why it worked. That is why that shit worked. And that's what it needs to work. It needs that. Comedy sells funny. Hip-hop sells street urban culture, bro. Comedy sells culture. Comedy sells funny. Hip-hop sells street urban culture. Don't forget that.